Back-to-back triple-doubles for LeBron. Let's go inside the Lakers locker room. He's with Allie.
LeBron, whether it was the way you guys closed out the first half or the 23-9 over the final 6.5 minutes in the third, what was clicking as you guys were able to turn this thing around?
We got back in transition one. We held them to one shot in the second half, and then we executed offensively. Got the shots that we wanted, and that helps build a lead.
Obviously, you guys know how important AD is to outscore them by 23 in the 17 minutes without him. You told Trudell about the added responsibility for yourself. What was required particularly that you felt in that moment?
Well, I mean, obviously, AD is a big-time rebounder, so I have to pick up some of the slack with the defensive rebounding. And then, with AD out and taking a lot of eyes off AD because he's putting so much pressure on the defense this season, that now eyes get shifted to other guys. So now I'll take some of that responsibility as well. So something I've been able to do for quite a while. So it's not hard for me to be able to tap into that, even though that's not kind of been my role this year so far.
What was that moment with the fans to get that final rebound? Speaking of rebounds down the stretch, and you point at them.
Well, yeah, he definitely yelled at me, got my attention, said, "One more rebound." I was like, "What?" He was like, "One more." So I got one more, and I pointed at him to acknowledge that I was listening. So I appreciate it to that guy over there.
Cam had a steal, and then he finished on the other end midway through the third when kind of you guys were looking a little stagnant, and then he had a corner three, too. Obviously, when his number was called in Detroit, you kind of made some plays, too. What lift has he given you guys in the last week?
His energy. He's just very selfless, and his ability to defend on the perimeter is very, very key for our ball club. I mean, like I said the other night with Vando being out, it takes one of our primary, perimeter guys, defenders that we know we can just key in on a certain matchup. And now with Cam being and inserting back into the lineup, into the fray of things, we know we have that one guy on the perimeter that's okay. That's your matchup tonight. Make it tough on him, and Cam takes that responsibility.
When he arrived in LA, that wasn't necessarily what he'd been asked to do in other stops of his NBA career, back in college. How have you seen him kind of adopt that as, this is who I am, this is who I am as a professional basketball player?
I mean, he's more than that, and he showed that tonight, getting a steal, getting a layup, finishing at the end of the third, off a closeout, finishing at the rim with that layup to give us a big boost, hitting some threes as well. So he's more than a defender, but I think he's smart enough to know, him, what he means to this team and how he's going to be on the floor, and we respect that and we love that. Like I say, he's just a selfless player.
LeBron, JJ was just talking about the trust-building process between players and coaches, players, vice versa, and stuff like that. You guys have talked a lot about crashing, transition defense, not being stagnant on offense, and then the first quarter, kind of all those things didn't really happen for you guys. How promising is it that you guys were adaptable and you were able to kind of recapture the stuff you were supposed to do on the night when you didn't have it?
I mean, it's a 48-minute game. You don't want to. Obviously, you want to be as great as you can be throughout 48 minutes, but you don't. You just stay kind of even keel. And that's. I mean, I've learned that over my career. Just kind of stay even keel, and if you keep working on the habits, you keep doing what you need to do. I think the game would turn around, and I think we did that. We did that towards the end of the first half. Big time three by D'Lo to close that half out. And then, after the first couple minutes of the third, we was able to start ramping it back up defensively and offensively. So it's a good step for us.
You're a guy who can affect the game by putting the ball in the basket, being effective by getting your teammates involved. It feels like you prefer the latter, like that's more fun for you.
Doing it all?
The passing?
It's always been my biggest threat. I've always got a kick out of seeing my teammates succeed and being able to attract defenses and being able to read and just try to put the ball on time, on target. If it's towards the rim, I was able to catch Jax for a couple lobs at the rim, hit AR for a couple threes, find Cam, find guys. But that's always my my basketball pleasure, being able to just kind of read the game and put the ball, like I said, for guys just to be able to just catch, shoot, lay up, dunk, whatever it is.
Last two.
Now that you have a 10-game sample
sample size, how do you evaluate the team's progress through this undefeated homestand as well as the challenging road trip?
I really don't. It's every day, every game. We want to continue to get better. I'm not giving sample sizes or thinking. We played well tonight, and we need to play well again on Wednesday. A team that just beat us not too long ago, so we need to be ready for what they bring to the table on Wednesday.
Last question.
LeBron, you obviously heard a lot about the historical nature of what you're doing with Bronny this season, but back-to-back triple-doubles, you're turning 40 next month. It's pretty historical in its own right, outside of the context of you and your son. Have you had a chance to kind of let it sink in or think about just what you're doing right now and how unprecedented it is?
No, I haven't. It's pretty cool that with the amount of miles I've put on the tires and the lack of tread that's on these tires, and I'm still able to get up and down the highway and do it at a high level. And I think I just try to give everything to the game outside of the game before the game even starts, if that makes sense. So I arrive here 4 or 5 hours before the game, and I'm already starting to, do all the things to put me in position to be the best I can be when the fans are in here and the ball is tipped and everybody's going crazy, So I've been blessed by the man above with some out of this world ability from the beginning, and then I just took full advantage of it, and I wasn't going to disrespect what he's given me, and we'll see how long I can do it. But I won't do it till the wheels fall off. I tell you that. I won't do that. I won't be one of those guys.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
He's one of these guys, though. Most triple-doubles all time. Jokic continues to pile them up as well. Russ is sitting at 199, leading the way. How about the Big O? Still at second with 181. Magic, 138. Jokic trying to move into third, and LeBron just keeps on going with 115, the oldest player to ever go back-to-back. We've got more to come.